Oh my god, I have not seen shit this bad in any fucking thing that I have seen in fucking years. Like, I think something to compare to this would probably be when the Fine Bros tried to copyright the word react. This is absolutely insane. And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, here I am. I'm gonna be talking about some Niji Sanji bullshit. Dude, I watched a fucking massive stream last night about this shit, and it pissed me off so fucking bad that I'm just like, screw it. I got the thing all set up. I'm just gonna say fucking and just go on, because it's probably just gonna be regurgitating, apologies, other people's shit, but oh my fucking god, they have shot themselves in the foot so many times. It's just been like, nothing's gonna happen because it's in Japan and shit, and their rules are absolute horse shit. Like, as someone who knows people in Japan, you can't say anything bad or else shit starts getting scuffed and stuff, and just the fact that all of this has happened in the first place. The fucking Dokipart didn't want any of it to be public, and Niji Sanji's just like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck her. You know what? We gotta save our ass. Let's throw 3 people under the bus for no reason. Like, you literally just made it so that, like, those 3 people are gonna get hate. Anyone that's mentioned in that quote-unquote stream are gonna get hate. It's just, it's fucking crazy. Let me switch to something that's a little bit less high octane. Let's get... I'm literally just typing random shit and hold on. No, that's the instrumental. Oh god, my YouTube just fucked up. Is this for what? Hopper's being a dick again, hold on. Because YouTube keeps putting in stuff that's like, oh, we gotta stop the ad blockers. Yeah, that's what I want. I'll turn it up a little bit. I just accidentally hit mute. Okay. Let's put it to 42. There we go. Like, I just can't fucking believe what the fuck happened all last night. Cause it happened literally in the span of like 4 hours. All that shit exploded in 4 fucking hours. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was seeing a lot of shit live. Like, I saw one of the talents, like, things end up getting fucking blacklisted from search on YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry, Twitter. And, like, I was in the chat when that happened, and I'm like, oh my god, they took her out back, and they shot her in the head. Like, they didn't. Like, apparently, people in the chat section that I was in was like, oh, they did it because, the, Twitter/X, I'm not fucking calling it X, you can go suck my dick. They always do that for quote-unquote sensitive content or NSFW stuff. And I'm like, no, because I can find Project Melody shit perfectly fine in the search and everything like that. In fact, her entire account, any other accounts that are associated to her or VShojo come up. Like, that is completely null and void when literally I think damn near every member of VShojo has been affiliated with NSFW art in their time of being a VTuber, especially for that company, apologies. I don't think they're I don't think they're different words technically, but I don't want to be fucking around with this kind of shit. And to be honest, a person who it's like, oh, this new random motherfucker, like, I kind of tried doing this a while ago. It's just, I fucked up. Because I was like, oh, I'm not getting a huge amount of views, so I'm gonna switch to a different channel and then come back to my main channel and then delete my main channel because I'm a piece of shit. Like, main reason was I had to purge my fucking community because my community was full of a bunch of fucking morons. And a lot of them came back and stuck around that were actually good beans. So, you know, I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit. I feel like this is gonna impact a huge majority of the entire PNG/VTuber industry, mainly because of how much of a fucking shit show this is. Like, and people are bitching about, like, other people who are live streamers, quote unquote, not talking about this. And it's like, because, let's see. Some people that are live streamers should not be covering this. And this is going to be coming off controversial, being like, oh, this is her first stream like this on this channel, or maybe ever, depending on who the fuck watches. Yeah, no, Asmongold should shut his fucking mouth. He doesn't know shit. He literally probably throws monkey wrenches in every single thing. I'm pretty sure everyone remembers the Silverveil controversy, where, oh, let's see, she gets fired for being a dumbass, or quote-unquote retires, or whatever the fuck happened. And then immediately throws everyone under the bus, very specifically Iron Mouse. You know, the person who has an illness. Let's just go ahead and throw them under the bus for a quick fucking minute. Like, why? Why are you doing that? And then she dedicated half of that fucking departure stream, and then at the last minute she's like, oh, Connor's not my boyfriend, I don't care. Like, assuming, literally putting out the gutspo. I used the wrong word, but putting out basically the thing where it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I was just talking about Mouse, that means these two are in a relationship. And people run with that shit heavy, because people ship those two together. People ship Connor and Mouse. And I think that's really weird, because it's not like, oh, it's two anime characters. These are real people. These are real people. Don't ship two people like that together. Like, I see that all the fucking time now since I started following more VTubers, because it started with Chibi Doki, because I was like, oh, she's actually a funny VTuber. And now it's, I believe their name is Kyo, and that's the person that I was in their stream last night, because they mainly cover shit for that now. Yeah, Kyo. By the way, their VTuber model is absolutely fucking adorable. I love it. But like, yeah, like, you gotta stop fucking putting these fucking people in relationships with each other. It's just fucking creepy. Did we learn nothing? Did we learn nothing about someone almost offing themselves, like, over, it's well over 10 or 20 plus years ago at this point, but it's like, oh yeah, no, these people on the internet ruined my life, and I attempted to off myself. Like, that did happen to people. I know this much because the internet was a new fucking thing 20 years, like, you wouldn't think it, because it's like 20 years ago is, I was about to say right now is September. No, today is not my birthday, go away. February 13th of 2004, the internet wasn't really around. It's just normal people like you and me, especially my stupid ass, were not using it. So people are getting fucked over like that all the time. But yeah, no. Silverveil should not have been redeemed. Not in the slightest. If you don't know, Iron Mouse has a chronic disease that unfortunately is probably never going to be properly, like, 100% just gone. She is fucked with that shit for the rest of her life. And honestly, 100%, once Silverveil even uttered the words, or even uttered anything that had to do with Mouse, everyone should have immediately started being like, yeah, no, fuck her. Take away all of her sponsorships, take away all of her shit, and she had that gone for a while, and then something happened, where it's like, oh, the resurgence of Silverveil, look at her MMD videos. I'm like, motherfucker, people are thinking that she's dancing to this shit herself. People don't know how the fuck MMD works, and then she's also not crediting shit correctly. Like, it's so fucking dumb. The fact that people think that she's a good person. That's how a lot of shit is in the fucking industry nowadays, and it sucks. Like, I'm not new to this shit. Like I said before, I tried twice, and I fucking failed twice, because I was just like, I'm never gonna get traction on this shit. I'm like, no, fuck that shit. I now have the motivation from 3 different fucking people, technically 4, to keep fucking going with the shit, and I will as long as I fucking need to. And this VOD, when this goes into a VOD, this will be fucking proof. Chibi Doki inspired me to try to be a PNG/VTuber again. Chibi Doki, you are my fucking savior. If she ever fucking sees this, just know you inspired someone who completely fucking lost their entire just motivation to do this shit. And she never will, because she's too cool. but you inspire someone who lost their motivation to do this stuff after they got told that all of their shit was garbage and everything. You inspired them to come back, so thank you. Pirate Software. Pirate Software is just a fucking Chad. He is the main character of the internet. His dad is the fucking guy from the fucking WoW episode of South Park. You can't get any more main character than that. Him and his inciting words of wisdom in his quote-unquote old age has inspired me to once again start up again. He was the main reason why I actually went back into doing MMD stuff, because it's like, you're never gonna get anywhere if you stop. If you want to make stuff, you can make stuff. No one's stopping you from doing that. So I took what my friends were talking about, I took what the critics were talking about from that, and I improved, and I'm somehow overcoming. Like, the fact that I've gotten the amount of subscribers that I have from just doing the MMD stuff and the shorts in a short amount of time, I don't think I saw a growth of like 44 subs, or however much it is now, in a month, in a while. Like, I saw that at first, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. It's probably not gonna jump that much. But to be honest, I don't care about the amount. Yeah, 45 subscribers, 48 videos. I do a video literally every single day like he said that he was doing. The only difference is I don't have an 8+ hour stream to pull from, so I have to make everything, like, quote-unquote from scratch, but it's not scratch since I didn't technically make anything, I'm just putting together the video and stuff. So I thank my friends for, like, trying to, like, help me with my motivation shit as well, but mainly in that case, Pirate Software. Dokibird, I love her so fucking much. I've never had a private interaction with her. The shit that she's going through right now is absolute fucking hell. The fact that Niji-sanji is making it even fucking worse and setting off nukes constantly, that is just fucked up. Like, they shouldn't have put out a statement fucking at all. They shouldn't have put out what they put on that one person's channel. I think it's super fucked. Like, I don't follow VTuber content for the most part, but this shit has me fucking hooked. This is crazy. This has actually gotten me into the full-blown fucking scene, which is crazy. Because really, besides making MMD stuff for some stuff, I just wasn't in the fucking slightest, and now it's like, oh yeah, hey, you want to hear about this huge bullshit happening? Like, and this was a little bit after I got back into Chibidoki shit. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, I'll listen to it, fine. And then it's like, okay, well, she attempted to commit sewer slide. Oh, sorry, I'm not being monetized. She attempted to fucking kill herself. Like, if you're out of the loop that hard, someone attempted to fucking kill herself. And that's who Dokibird is now. And that is the saddest shit. As a person who has attempted to kill themselves multiple fucking times, and this will never be on the record again, so I'm just saying this once. As a person who's tried to multiple times, hearing that you did it because of work, that is the most relatable thing. That is the saddest thing. Because work, especially when you're in, like, this kind of profession that she and a bunch of other people are in, it's supposed to be your escape from, like, the mundane workplaces of now. It's supposed to be better. And somehow Niji-sanji made it so much fucking worse, to the point where now she has to have a lawyer, to the point where now her legal documents have unfortunately been read aloud. Like, I didn't know that there was a lawsuit really involved, I just knew that she had a lawyer because of shit that had happened. But seeing that, like, there was a full-blown fucking lawsuit, and they had, quote-unquote, people, I'll get to that in a second, read that out, that was fucked up. That was super fucked up. When I say quote-unquote people, dude, that shit was AI generated as fuck. Who the hell laughs? You had two motherfuckers laughing during that shit at certain points. I am fucking surprised that no one has brought this up yet publicly. Because a bunch of people in Kyo's chat were saying it, including myself, because the vocal afflictions don't match up with how they're talking. Like, the son laughs for some reason. Apparently the people don't actually talk like how they were talking in the video. It's so fucking weird. And if you're not in, like, the current realm of, like, AI, generative voice shit, it's gotten really good. It's gotten really fucking good. People have, basically, it's like the Vocaloid effect, which I'm not throwing Vocaloid into this, like, hard. It's like, oh no, they learned how to do that. No, they literally learned how to tune voices. That is the most impressive thing that you can do with this shit. And people learn how to do it, and now that's why I think, because of how, like, the afflictions are and everything, I'm just gonna come out and be like, I myself believe that this is AI. And that's just what I'm gonna say about that. Because listening to that now 3 times, once by myself, once on Kyo's stream, and a third one halfway when he showed off Asmongold's stream last night, the vocal afflictions just don't match up properly, I'm sorry. Like, I don't talk properly sometimes because I have certain problems, which I'll get into at another time, another stream, probably. If anyone gives a fuck about that, I do. I probably will still stream, I don't give a fuck. It's fun. It's fun to just talk. But the fact that, like, he threw in some monkey wrenches, and everyone in Kyo's chat was like, oh, we gotta get him to talk to Kyo, and Kyo was just like, no, don't involve me in this, please. I don't want to talk to him. I'm like, dude, I understand. I don't want to talk to someone who doesn't clean their house either. No, besides that, though, like, he was throwing in a couple monkey wrenches there, like, as, like, the stream was on Kyo's stream, so I'm like, oh no, this guy's a fucking moron. Like, this guy also defended Silvervale for what the fuck she said and everything, and it's like, oh no, I only defended, streaming the fucking witch game. I'm like, nah, back your dick up. You defending her in any form is you defending everything that she fucking said on that stream. And that was her throwing a person who cannot control when they leave and when they enter a conversation because of medical situations. And also, who knows? There were heavy assumptions that Silvervale just was not talking back to Mouse. So I don't fucking believe anything that comes out of Asmongold's mouth. Especially since he's had really pathetic shit takes before. I just don't like him. And then people are like, well, why do you like Charlie? I'm like, because Charlie's a nice person, and I don't agree with everything that he says. You're not gonna agree with everything that a fucking streamer or a personality or even just a billion-old YouTuber says. That's just how things work. That's just how humans are. You're not supposed to agree with everything that's said. But I like Charlie more because I know him for his personality, not for his videos. I mainly found Charlie off of streams, and then now literally the only reason why I follow the official podcast channel is for the red thread. I don't like anything else really that he's a part of. And that's just me. I know people love Charlie. They say the same exact shit about Germa. I just can't get into Germa. Sorry. Back onto the topic at hand. Please treat Doki with love. If you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna get mad at anyone, please just treat Doki with love. And I would say do not harass people. Oh, you should kill yourself. No, don't say that to anybody, please. Do not say that to anybody. That is the worst shit that you could fucking do right now, because then you're making yourself a target. And you don't need to do that right now. Support the people that need support. If you don't want to support anyone in Nijisanji anymore, don't do it. Just unsubscribe, block, mute. Baby! Hello! I should make a stream pet for her. She's usually around me when I, like, get on and stuff. Don't sniff the wires. What are you doing? Get back here. What are you doing? I touch your nose. What a good baby. The baby's my cat, by the way. I'm not talking to, like, some random ghost or something. Here. Yeah? You want to say hi? You're such a pretty kitty, yeah. Oh, who's my pretty baby? No, don't sniff that. Ah, you're so cute. Shit, I just remembered. Here's the reason why I don't like going live. I forgot to put tags on the stream again. let me move the mic real quick. Ah, fuck. I just genuinely cannot believe a lot of the shit that's fucking going on. It's really bad. It's really bad. I've never seen anything this bad before. I need to go to studio. Like, apparently Nijisanji ended up getting labeled as a black company again on Wikipedia for like a couple hours. I think it was either a couple hours or a couple days. Let me see. Add tags. Bungle Scrungle. PNGtuber Debut. This is an awful debut stream, by the way. Like, I want to talk. Sure, let's get it out there. Fuck it. Do it live. PNGtuber Debut, Cat Girl, Bungle, and of course, Crackpot Compa. Debut. Yeah, no, you can't do the, not do that on the stream. Okay. You know, I'll do recording date of today. No, don't have the stream language be Japanese. It's in English. Where the fuck are the E's? English, US. Title and description language. I mean, I guess, fuck. There we go. I don't want to do the location. That'd be bad. That'd be very bad. Like, I wanted to wait. I genuinely wanted to wait a while to do this because I wanted to learn how to rig shit up because I wanted to try to do that again. Let me move this back. Sorry for that biff. And like the fact that it's like, oh, a bunch of shit hit the fan, you know you're gonna want to talk about this. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Like even Naomi, aka Crackpot Compa, she was like, dude, I'm sick of getting voicemails from you at 3 in the morning my time. Just fucking stream. I don't care. I'm like, okay, shit. You're gonna let me? She's like, you have the primary access to the channel. I'm literally just here in case anything happens now. Because I did come back. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. You know, it's really bad. They put out a statement about it last night from their CEO. And it's like, I guess it's pretty much like, it feels like a nothing burger, technically. It's like, oh yeah, we just have to put out the statement to kind of cover our ass for the people who we do stocks for. Or, what is it, like our shareholders? Yeah, our shareholders. It was really bad. I didn't like any part of it, to be honest. I want Doki to be able to move on, but I know they're not gonna fucking let her. The next time she streams, I know for a fact, they're gonna try pulling some shit again, just to avert attention, quote unquote, away from her. When in reality, it's gonna be like, oh shit, they're shitting on her again? Okay, go subscribe on her again. I believe at this point, she probably has already hit over 500 subs. I would not be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Because 100% she deserves it. She deserves to be where she is now. Because she was being severely hindered by Niji Sanji. Very heavily. It was really bad. Where the fuck was I looking for before? Self-report. Yeah, no, it's technically a self-report. Where the fuck is her actual channel? Why can't I find her actual channel? There it is. It's literally, yep, it's 501k now. Okay, good. dokicanread@gmail.com. dokicanread@gmail.com. I absolutely fucking love that. Ah, she deserves it. She deserves it. Q deserves that 80,000 subscribers that he got up to last night. It's great. Like, the fact that she was fucking suppressed so heavily, it was so fucking sad. Like, to see, like, receipts that shouldn't have been out, to know about parts of the lawsuit, to even know that she attempted suicide in the first place. That is a massive breach of privacy. A lot of people who have attempted usually are like, hey, if I wanna talk about it, I'll talk about it myself. I don't want people talking for me. At all. Like, if people talk for me in that regard, it's gonna just make everything worse. Because if they do, half of the time it normally is because it's like, oh, I didn't want people to know about this. Why do people know that I tried to harm myself? That kind of stuff. I don't know, it's fucked. Like, honestly, the VTuber scene has been like a huge up and down for a while, but oh my god. Like, if this hasn't just made everyone be like, you know what, maybe I should severely question when I go into a corporation. Yeah, this is definitely gonna make people do that now. Like, I'm genuinely like, if anything explodes and I ever end up becoming something big, which will not happen, by the way. I am way too much of a fucking chicken for that shit. I'm never going corpo. Fuck that shit. The only way that I would is if my husband ended up somehow tricking VShojo into putting me on. That would be it. It's like, here you go, babe. I put in an application for you, and I'd be like, the fuck do you mean you put in an application for me? The fuck are you talking about? He'd be like, yeah, no, I did. You'll have friends now. I'd be so fucking mad. I'd be like, huh, well, you just cucked yourself. Now you have less time on the computer. Oh, God. He's a dork. He's a dork. I'd also be over-sexualized as shit, though. Like, they're still trending on Twitter and everything, too. It is the craziest shit. The last time I saw something trend this hard on Twitter was the current affairs that are going on over in the East right now. And I'm not talking about this one. I'm talking about, like, the actual conflicts and wars and stuff. Like, because those have been trending nonstop since they started for both sides. Like, not both sides, sorry, for both of those that happened. And now it's just my entire primary For You feed is Nichi Sanji, Doki, Jello Apocalypse. They did it. Tiana's Bayou Adventure? What? Oh yeah, Jon Stewart came back to The Daily Show. My only problem is I don't have cable. I can't watch it. I'm so sad. I really got into The Daily Show like right before he left. And I was like, oh man. And then the Colbert Report ended. Why the fuck am I getting a call from the Netherlands? That wasn't scripted. That wasn't scripted. The little Freddy Freaker in the thumbnail is not just some random shit. That's also some of my notifications from when I get monetization going and shit, which will probably be like maybe in a couple months if I keep this up. I love Freddy Freaker. I got so sad. I'm gonna completely pivot. I got so fucking sad when Oni, through fucking Shark Robot, Oni NG, they ran Freddy Freaker plushies not once, but twice, and I was not able to get either. Because the last one was like, I believe 5 years ago, and I was not as deep into the Freak Nation as I am now. Like, I was a bit. Definitely not as much as I am now. I absolutely fucking adore Freddy Freaker. I think he is adorable. I love Freddy Freaker. I love $2 a call. I love that shit. Like, I've had this shit as my notification ringtone since probably, I would say, 2019 or 2020. And I've been through like 3 phones because 2 of them broke because Mint Mobile is fucking garbage. Please do not go through them. They don't support like a lot of phones. It's really bad. Also, don't use Straight Talk. Straight Talk is shit. Like, I'd say like only use Straight Talk if you're like actually older than 50. Sorry, not sorry. I've had bad experiences with both. It sucks. The only problem is it's like now my main provider is Google Fi, which I was like, oh, you know, Google Fi is fine, right? Like, I'm only gonna get charged like $20 a month. And then 1 month, I had a lot of calls because I was going through a lot of medical stuff. Myself and my daughter were going through a lot of medical things. Different problems, of course. And, well, they ended up charging me $31, and I'm like, oh, this isn't a solid rate. This is you use data. And, like, you get charged, like, pretty much every time you have a phone call. You get charged pretty much all that shit. And I was like, oh my god. Now I'm like, I am so fucking lucky that I don't go to the doctors because of insurance fucking up. I'm so happy that I barely get phone calls outside of the house. I think like in the last 6 months, I have only gotten one phone call out of the house, because I use like the Wi-Fi mode that they have in the phones and stuff for phone calls and stuff. I just need my service actually active to use it. And like it costed me like up to $22. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's why I don't suggest Google Fi to people. What is my current bill? Because it's due on the 18th. No, I don't want to know about Matt Damon. Go away. Go away, Twitter. I'm not calling it X. X is fucking stupid. Let me see. I like how it's like data is free after 6 gigabytes. If you're using that much, you're probably paying like, what, $100? Please just switch to something else if you're doing that shit. Oh my god. 1916. Ooh, it was even less than it was last month. Actually, like, I barely have been making phone calls and stuff. I literally only call my mom, and then sometimes it's like, hey, you have an appointment coming up. Cancel it. Don't have insurance anymore. That's literally been my entire phone calls for like the past like 3 months, ever since our insurance got fucked over. Yeah, no, the last time it was over $20 was November. Like, this is why I don't trust Google Fi, okay? So I got Google Fi back in August of last year because my phone fucked up and I had to give it to my mom, and then it broke again, so she had to buy a new phone anyways. I'm like, we really could have just skipped the middleman and just gotten you a fucking phone from Straight Talk. Because she has that anyways. I'm like, fuck off. I made things way too complicated because she was panicking because she was like, I need a phone now. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, just take my phone. I don't care. Fuck it. I don't need a phone. And like in that moment, I was like, oh, I am the dumbest fucking person alive. April? Did I say August? I meant to say April. I saw an A and I was just like, autofill. Bring a burr. April of 2013 was 1846. So that's literally the flat one for when you get on and you're not really doing anything. And then in May and June of last year, I had a lot of doctor's appointments that I had to go to because of medical problems that I have, as well as certain ones with my daughter. I was about to say the kid. It's like, who's gonna understand that? As well as with my daughter and stuff, like she has problems with allergies and stuff like that. Oh god, especially then. Like, you guys remember the fires that were fucking happening because of the fires in Canada? Dude, those are making it worse, so she had to keep going to the doctor. I had to take her to the ER 3 times because of that shit, because it made it so her throat closed up. Dude, it was fucking bad. She ended up getting pink eye. That was at the end of the school year last year, like in May. She ended up having severe issues because of the fires that were going in Canada and then smoke blowing over here because we're in New York. We're somewhat close. I think we're like maybe a couple hours away. Not doxing myself entirely for that one, but New York's big. You're not gonna find my stupid ass. And so I had to keep taking her for like routine stuff. I had to take her for the emergencies and everything. $33 in May, $32 in June. How in the fuck am I supposed to keep up with this shit if I don't actively get paid? Like, I didn't tell my partner this at all. I switched between partner and husband because we're common law, by the way, just in case anyone ever wonders that shit. I still have money saved over from when I did my taxes last year. It's not much, and it's running somewhat low, but I have that mainly to support my phone bill. Because I was like, oh, if I get this phone bill, there is no yearly thing. That pissed me off. Because when I had Mint Mobile, it was monthly. No, it wasn't monthly. It was either 3, 6, or a year. You could either go in 3 months, 6 months, or you can go in for 12. And the last time I did it for myself and my mom, I did it for 12 months. Never got that money back. That was $120 something. I never got that money back. And I started panicking. And then I was like, oh, the only thing I can really get right now that is cheap, because I do not go out enough, I don't use enough data to be even considering getting Straight Talk again. The last time I had Straight Talk, I was working. And they ended up fucking me over because I did everything, you know, through where you can do... What the fuck is it called? I shouldn't have done it like this, by the way. If you know anyone who does Straight Talk, do not do direct payment for them, like through their app, because they end up charging you twice. Just use the cards. Go to Walmart, buy a $45 card, it'll be like $50. Just use the cards. You don't need to be getting fucked over by that. Like, I told my mom about that too, like when it happened, and she goes, oh, you know, your brother ended up having the same problem. I'm like, what happened? Because this was literally as it was happening. It was like, well, what happened? It's like, well, he just closed the account and then both of them shut down. Because the thing is, on their receipts and shit like that, because it's like they do like your account statements, they had me as having 2 different phone numbers. One was the phone number that I had currently with them. I have a completely different one now. And the other one was a blank spot. So I was paying for nothing. That was fucked. Because the only reason that I had to, like, here's the thing. They had it so that I was running 2 different SIMs at the same time, which I was not doing. Because one SIM fried. So I had to be like, I had to go through them and be like, hey, I need a new SIM card. This one fried. And they just never shut off the original SIM card. So it's like, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen a company do that kind of shit before. That is depressing. That is actually really fucked up. I know it says there's 0 people. Maybe this stream will reach people eventually. Not right now. Definitely not right now. Especially since it's so fucking early in the morning. It is 9:30 EST. Like, it is early as shit. Wanna know how much sleep I had last night due to all this shit and watching Q stream and everything? Dude, I went to bed at 3:30. My husband came up at like 4 or 5 and I'm like, oh my god, thank god I did not wake up. I would not have been able to go back to sleep. And I woke up at 7, I think it was like 7:18. Because it's like, I have an alarm set for 7 because my daughter's in school. And I'm like, oh, okay. I have a second alarm set to get her up, which I get up to sometimes. And I was like, in between those 2 alarms. I'm like, oh, okay, it's 7:18, I'll get up and, you know, piss and do whatever. And I got her ready and everything, and I was like still festering about shit, so I'm like, I gotta fucking bite the bullet and just go live, because if I don't, I'm never gonna fucking do it. I don't care if it's about controversy, I don't care if it's just talking for a little bit, I gotta fucking just do it. Or else I'm gonna start talking to myself again. Like, actively talking to myself where it's like back and forth, because I've done that before, and it's just, it's fucking weird. Let me just get that out. It's weird. It's because of a mental problem. It just happens sometimes. And it happens to a lot of people. But in order for that not to happen, and I remember this from the last time I streamed on the old Bungle Scrungle channel before I kind of went, you know, nuclear and fucked that up. Still sorry about that, Naomi. Please don't get mad. Again. Like, I just... Oh no, more people are finding the Freddy Freaker picture. No! Twitter, no. Is that Freddy Freak? No, kinda. Fuck. Also, apparently Jello Apocalypse is in like some heavy shit right now. I don't give a fuck what's going on with this fucking moron, to be honest. Like, he always came off as someone as a pretentious fuck. Like, I don't like dealing people. I don't like dealing people. I don't like dealing people. That business, you know what I mean. I don't like dealing with people that are like him. He's very pretentious. But then a friend was like, well, you like Schlatt. I'm like, Schlatt's funny. It's different. Schlatt's not pretentious. Schlatt is gat. God, I hate my vocal fuck-ups. Schlatt. Quote-unquote Schlatt. Ugh, that just came off nasty. He's fine. He's perfectly fine. I hate that people like sometimes throw him under the bus. He's perfectly fucking fine. He is literally the encapsulation sometimes of the old internet. However, I still will not forgive him for what he did to those people in 1999. I also won't forgive Drummer for having a fat ass, but that's a completely different discussion entirely. He has a Latino ass. A Latina. You know, if the thing can move, I'd be looking over to the side. Or actually, no, I'd be looking down because I keep looking at my fucking phone. Please use this for any further Niji Sanji post. Oh no, wait, is that Crazy Frog? Oh no. No! Oh yeah, no, Hololive is popping off right now. Hololive VN is fucking popping. I think currently they're currently having one of their better years. Apparently. No, allegedly. That's what I've been fucking hearing. It's like, dude, Hololive's popping off right now. I'm like, I don't follow anyone from Hololive. I might have to at some point. Except for the pirate. She knows what she did. I don't like sexualization of characters in Bang Dream Girls Band Party. I know they're getting up there in age. I know they aged them up by like a year or so, but look, Lisa's allowed to show her ass if she fucking wants to. Like, Kokoro was fucking showing her titties. I don't give a fuck. But don't put the fucking pervy pirate with Mitake Ran. Don't fucking do this shit. You know what the fuck you were doing. You could have had so many different collaborations. Hell, at this point, you could have thrown in a couple English people too. Since you had literally a fucking English translated anime, no matter how bad it was and sounded very fan-dubbish, you have an English version of your game. Why can't you just fucking do something normal, Bushiroad Games? Come on. Apparently Craft Egg has been completely taken out now. And I'm like, every time I went in, like, allegedly, it's like, oh, Craft Egg's gone. Ooh, they're gone. Every time I went in to the game when I was actively playing it, it's like, oh, look, Craft Egg is still there. Is it still there now, though? I have no idea. No clue. I haven't had to rip assets from it recently. Speaking of which, time to, somewhat show myself. Oh, this is 2 hours. Okay, good. Time to somewhat show myself. If you've never seen any of my stuff before, let me go ahead and switch over for a second. Get that out of there. Yeah, no, it's still playing. I am a video game asset ripper, specifically for Bang Dream Girls Band Party. This is all of them. This is every single thing besides stages. I don't know if I could actually rip stages from the game or not. If I can, someone let me know, and I'll attempt to do that. But if there's like motions that have to go with them and stuff, I'm not your girl. I'm sorry. But anyways, let me see if that's captured correctly. Yes, it is. Oh, there I am. I'm so cute. Anyways, I'm sorry. I don't want to come off as narcissistic. These are all of the rips. These are already set up to be PMX formatted. The older ones, however, they don't have the facial setup. And I have that right here. Models have their bones renamed to Japanese. This is on everyone. The eyes need to be weighed to their corresponding eye bones. No, this doesn't break the morphs. This ends up getting changed in more recent ones. So let me pull up a recent set. So this is New Year's Arrival. Lisa, my beloved. And Mocha, she's so cute. Alright, anyways. Now, on the newer ones, because I'm putting the heads on there so people have to do less work, models have their bones renamed to Japanese. Rips now have facial morphs fixed and renamed to Japanese. And if you're wondering, well, where are people supposed to get the fixed heads from? Like the ones that you already use on your stuff to do that kind of stuff. MMD model downloads, Bang Dream Girls Band Party heads. And these are all the original hairs as well. My beloved. I have to work on a set for them at some point. I really do. I want to work on their OG set. I think a friend was at some point, but I think they stopped to do other stuff because their computer broke. Anyways. Yeah, no. Favorite brand currently, I would say, is probably Afterglow. Like, I know that sounds like a heavy thing, because it's like in the past, especially back on the other channels, I was like, I don't really like Afterglow, kind of sounds shitty, whatever. Rand's vocals have gotten so much better over the years. The only problem is, it's only been the last year, over the year 2023. It's like, oh my god. I can only listen to a fucking discography of this long. However, I can listen to every single Past Up Palette song. Mariama for real, like, she fucking understands that shit. She's like, oh yeah, they got some shit going on. I'm like, oh yeah? And then I listened to the entire thing in like 2 days, their entire current discography in 2 days, and I was like, yeah, no, I get it. I still wouldn't listen to this kind of music 100% because I need my Slipknot and shit, but yeah, no, I get it. I completely get it. Razor Swollen and Morphonica are like tied because I like some of their music and some music I don't like. However, My Go, oh my god, yes. I love every song that they have put out, every song that they have covered. It is fantastic. So, you know, anyways, back to that. All of these already have all the morphs set up and everything. They have them renamed to Japanese. They have all the hairs rigged, so if you want to just pop these on a base with an outfit on it already, you can. And if you want to take it and put it on something from the basic rips, all you gotta do is remove the hair, remove the joints from the hair, remove the bodies, remove the bones from the hair, and you can literally just pop this on. And that's it, because all of these are measured up to 12 extra than they were ripped from. Also, if you're trying to port these to any other software, FBX and PMX. So this has the OG PMX rips, and this has... Please don't open anything sus. Thank you. Ah, fuck. I forgot to get rid of those two again while I was doing stuff. Shit. How to make textures good. I already know how to do that. I'm just keeping them around. Oh shit, excuse me. So you see you have the FBXs, and then you have the PMX. And this is not how the textures come out, by the way. When the next set of models drop, I don't know when they're pulling off the next event. I think the next thing that mainly comes up is Mashiro's birthday, which is on the 19th. And then Karu's birthday is on the 28th, I believe. And then after that, I have to make it so that the birthday models, which are all the way down here, are no longer separate because they probably, depending on how well all these sold, they'll probably be doing a 2022 set for these. Because these outfits are the 2021s. And the next ones would be 2022s, which I wish they would have did this year. Or like this last year. But, you know, they do it whenever. I'm just happy that IS model actually finally came out. I want them to also... Look at me being a silly goober requesting shit. Silly dumbass. I would like if they also, depending on the sales, did another old set as a full pay-to-use set. Because the thing is, you didn't pay to get the entire set, you paid to get a single one. So you see this? This costed a whole amount of currency. This costed a whole amount of currency. I've actually ripped this entire set as well. And they're for a good amount of them. MMD model downloads. I've done a good amount of stuff for other places, actually. This one needs to be fixed. Any of the sports festival ones were super easy. Because literally all that needed to be done was just some bodies so that the hair didn't clip into the body itself. Afterglow. This one was pretty easy. This one, I did somewhat out of spite. I'm not gonna lie, this entire project was out of spite. And people were like, what do you mean it's a project? I'm like, no one else was technically properly doing this. Like, the place that people were being told to go for stuff is Best Story, and I'm like, girl, I can't fucking rip shit off of there. I can't. So if I can't, what the fuck is the prompt for this? Like, at least the prompts for the pjsec.ai ripping is so much easier, because it's literally just an asset thing. Like, find asset, this kind of shit. And I'll do that eventually as well whenever I get back into doing that kind of stuff. By the way, for people who find this, who are still ripping from there, if you were having problems like a while ago, ripping the character 2 models, like the character V2 ones, you can do that now, if you haven't found out that you can now. Okay. Back to this, though. I did both of these for Mariyama for real. Both of these two. These two aren't even part of the same Kirameki Fest. Like, not at all. She is in one with Pario, and I don't remember exactly who she's in one with. Who's Karameki Fest are you part of? I don't remember. It's been so fucking long. Yeah, she's with Tsugumi. But yeah, no. I was like, Valentine's Day is getting close. I don't know if I'm gonna be able... I need to clear up myself. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Anyways. Valentine's Day is getting close. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to put out this set or not. So I was like, I'm gonna do this one really quick. The skirt was pissing me off because I wanted this one to be rigged to the legs. Or sorry, weighed down to the legs, and I just could not get it to go. I was having issues with stuff, so I had to weigh them to anything besides the skirt control because things just were fucking up. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it like a certain way. And of course, Mariyama for real mages. The scream I just let out. And again, they're too cute. She's been wanting these ones. She wanted the cards of these so fucking bad. And she couldn't get them, so I'm like, alright, I'll rip these. Like, well, I already have them ripped, but alright. I'll PMX these. I'll get them downloaded, like, uploaded. Hold on. I'm talking weird because I'm fucking hungry. I haven't ate since probably... The fuck did I have for dinner last night? I didn't eat dinner last night. Why am I just now realizing this? I have not ate in like well over 12, maybe 13 or 14 hours. What the fuck is wrong with me? I've been too engrossed in things. I forgot to eat. I know. I ate a fucking pizza pocket, I think like 9:30 last night. But it was still just a single pizza pocket. I normally eat 2 of them to satiate my stupid ass. I know she used it. Oh, she's so cute. The only thing I hate about this filter is it whites it out way too much, but regardless, like. Just soft. Like it. I love it. But you know, if you ever want to rip Bang Dream models, I got the FBXs up if you want to port it to any other software, and the PMXs are already up to work on, and I already pointed to the heads, so, you know, they're there if anyone ever wants to work on it. Chow Garden Adventure. This one's fucking old. This is from 2020. This actually ended up getting updated in, I think, 2021 or 2022. Because it seemed very basic. Or was it this one? No, I don't think this one got updated. A couple of the other ones did. This one did. This one did. Oh god, this one did. I don't think... And this one did as well. Like, I don't do that much stuff for Sonic MMDC because it's kind of... Stomach pain, go the fuck away. It's 50-50 of like whether I want to do stuff or not. And the bodies are so tiny at points that it's like, do you even want to do stuff for this? I'm like, no, they're not doing what I want. Shut up, stomach. You know, I'm gonna get miffed about that shit if that stays up, so. All notifications mark as red. It's a lamb. Oh yeah, my friend, made a fucking Blue Sky account and actually tipped me off to that, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I forgot Blue Sky was a fucking thing. You wanna know what I also forgot was a thing? Hive. I feel like I still have a Hive account. Like, it is fucking nuts. I probably still have a Hive account. I haven't touched that shit since I created it. And I was like, gotta have social media everywhere. I'm like, no the fuck you don't. You don't have to have social media everywhere. You're just making yourself way just... Ugh. I don't even know how the fuck to explain it. You're spreading yourself out way too thin. That's the problem. That was everything that I saw. Well, you know, the saddest part of all this shit is going back to the Niji Sanji stuff for a bit. Let me go ahead and pop back into chatting. Oh god, I love that. I love that fade-in. There will be scuff, sorry about that. Of course, I can't monitor anything properly because I'm stupid. She just wanted to play Neopets. All she wanted to do was play Neopets. I'm so sad. Because it was literally, she got right into the stream. And she had to talk about this shit. And I'm like, oh my god. No, that's fucked up. Niji Sanji used their livers, Alira, Vox, and Ike. Like, here's the thing. The fucking coming out post, as I would consider it to be, because it fucking was, the expose was on Alira's channel. It was Alira, Vox, and Ike, and I did not, anytime that, like, people were reacting to it and stuff like that, like, I got so pissed the first time I was watching it that I didn't even get through half of it. I was just fucking annoyed. And then the second time I was watching it, being on stream, I was like, oh, this sounds really scuffed. Is it just on his side? And I went to go look at the video again, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, there's just a bunch of fucking scuff. What the fuck is going on? What is all this shit? And going into it further, it's like, oh, this doesn't sound proper. Like, going deeper into the video with watching it with the stream that the guy was hosting and everything, like, this all sounds fucking fake. The problem is, though, I will never watch those VTubers. I don't know what the fuck to compare this to, but other people were like, yeah, no, this doesn't sound like how they normally sound. There's laughs in random places. It's so fucking weird. I don't know how else to explain it besides, like, Niji Sanji has access to their quote-unquote creator brand accounts and stuff, which is why a bunch of them retweeted it and stuff like that. It's like, oh, we retweeted the notice. Oh, so these people are in on it. No. There's a huge chance that a lot of them aren't. There are people in that company, especially on the EN side right now, that are on vacation. They're taking a break from that form of social media and stuff like that as well, doing whatever. They're not gonna come back just to tweet that shit. I don't think every single Niji Sanji EN member had a hate boner for selling, okay? That just doesn't make any fucking sense. Also, I don't understand, like, why the fuck she was getting bullied in the first place. Like, she was barely fucking being promoted. This is the first time that I've heard of anything that had to do with her as the rebrand happened. Like, the thing is, you know, they fucked up when the first thing that came out of Niji Sanji for the termination was a 3-page termination letter. 3 pages. I have never seen so much, and it's like, she has done irreparable damage, she's, like, all that shit that they had in there, and it's like, oh no, she hasn't done that bad. No, she completely fucking exposed how just shitty your company is. Like, no shit. There are so many streamers that can't go into any form of talks about this because their companies are based in Japan that they work for, or they're literally living in Japan and stuff like that. And people are like, why did Alira do it? From what I was seeing, didn't Alira just recently move to Japan or something? Like, she would literally be under a visa right now if that's literally the only reason why she moved or whatever. Because I'm pretty, like, trust me, as, like, a person who has heard horror stories about moving to Japan, or even just flying into Japan, for fuck's sake. Like, moving? Oh my fucking god. You have to have all your papers and everything. It's fucking a nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, I'm pretty sure it's not that great moving to other countries, but Japan, I see as the paperwork capital of the world. Also, they still use fax machines. I think that's really weird. Like, the US phased out fax machines in, like, the mid-thousands. Like, like, I tried getting... I'm not currently employed. I recently, like, last year, without my husband's knowledge, went into trying to work in an office building, because we had a couple around us at the time before they shut down. For obvious reasons. Apparently, enough people, quote-unquote, weren't getting hired. Sure. Okay, bitch. Well, they still use fax machines. But the thing is, they only had one. You want to know what it was used for? The fax machine was used as a printer. I don't even know how the fuck they did that. Like, I'm not savvy when it comes to technology. My partner sure as fuck thinks I am, but I'm definitely not. Dude, I barely understand how the fuck a phone works. Fucking magnets. I still don't know what they work, it's polarity. But anyways, like, the fact that Japan is so fucked in so many ways, it's like people see, like, people who don't see Japan for how a lot of shit is, That is why Japan still has the huge thing of, wow, this place is so amazing. Clearly nothing bad happens here, and then you dig just a little bit under the surface and it's like, oh, black companies are way more prolific than I thought they were. Oh my god. This is fucking atrocious. This is bad. Like, the thing is, if anyone wanted to know about this kind of stuff, LeBron Japan's not gonna fucking talk about it, but he is literally the person who talks the most shit in Japan, I think, which is really funny. Like, cause you wouldn't think it, but he definitely has his critiques on Japan and stuff. The most recent thing has been that he doesn't, and I agree with this by the way, he doesn't think that a person who does not have ancestry in Japan should be even allowed to, like, be in the Miss Japan pageants and stuff like that, and I 100% agree, because she's a foreigner technically. Like, yeah, you're born and raised in, I mean, you were raised in the country, apologies, because she's Ukrainian, and that's not a bad thing. Please don't skew it like that if you ever see this. But this isn't a thing where it's like, oh, it's a bunch of people from random places. No, it's supposed to be, here's your heritage. Hello PNGtuber, hello NL. It's very nice to see you here. Oh god, that is really... that is so scuffed! I wasn't expecting that! Can I make it go from the top to the bottom? Oh my god! That is bad! I broke. Oh my fuck. I needed that laugh. There's been so much bullshit going on in everything recently. Oh my god. I have to go to my Streamlabs real quick, hold on. I have to move the mic again. This is the most scuffed debut I think I've seen yet. I don't think that Monarch's like 3D debuts are this bad. Like, at all. Let's see, Streamlabs. Oh, I do actually have it open, okay. Alert box, all widgets. Chat box. No, I don't want to learn the tutorial, fuck off. Can I change how they appear? Or is it literally just... Theme, clean, box, Twitch, old school? The scuff is real, that's personality though. I guess. I have to change the fucking size of shit. That's the thing too. Like, that is super fucking tiny. Oh my god. Like, I'm fixing shit, so I didn't even get to see the last ones go through, but I need these motherfuckers to be big. Everything's so tiny. My entire life is scuff. It's always been this way. Oh god. I wish I could say that I've been doing this shit for years and I know how to do stuff, but I just fucking don't. Like, I'm a massive trial and error and then failure piece of shit. But I'll be fine. Oh shit, 2 viewers. Oh no, I've become popular. I've become popular with the masses. Yeah, it's still fucking tiny. God damn it. I forgot to save settings, I'm stupid. Traductus? I probably pronounced that wrong. Hello. The fact that it's like an hour and 8 minutes in and now it gets traction, that is sad. Custom bad words, puppies, bananas, kittens. Dude, if you don't allow the word kittens in your stream, I feel like there's something wrong with you. I don't know how to work kitten into my stream because then it makes people act like a fucking sussy. Like, no, stop being dumb. Like, a kitten is a fucking cat. Like, if you don't want, like, weird shit going on there, then be like, okay, you have to call them this. I'm not a Discord mod, by the way. Like, there's no fucking way to... Wait, can I make it so that the... 200 seconds. Sure, I'll have it as that, sure. I'll put this up to like 50. That's probably a bad idea. That is probably an awful fucking idea. Come learn about multi-streaming. Oh my god, no. I don't want to multi-stream. Multi-streaming is fucking awful. It tanks your fucking, what was it, your CPU? It's either your CPU or your GPU. I remember when Pirate Software started streaming on both on both Twitch and YouTube, he was like, we're currently not going to be able to play games. I think this was like back in August or September of last year. I might be misremembering shit because I only started watching like in the last 2 months. I'm a basic bitch. I had no idea this motherfucker had streamed for 6 years because I just don't go on Twitch. I haven't gone on Twitch since, like, some shit happened with a streamer that I was watching, and I didn't want to fucking watch anymore. I was like, I'm done with streamer culture, fuck this shit. Like, all the streamers I were watching with in the same group, and I'm just like, I'm not dealing with that shit no more, fuck that. Like, they were all a good, okay group of people, and then, like, someone decided to shit on their mod for being in on a bit. Oh no, that's too big. Hold on. No, don't move. Fuck. Look, if it's gonna go down... No, it's probably gonna go up, so... There we go. I'll try to keep it like that. That's actually legible. Thank you very much. Should be CPU that gets all the work to do. Thank you. Unfortunately, being a cat, I am very dumb. I shouldn't say that. I'm also a very dumb person, too. I am, in fact, not the sharpest tool in the shed. I have a story to tell about that since I actually have an audience now. I had a panic attack the other day because I couldn't do basic math. I am so sad. Because I fucking panicked because... So I'm 26. My daughter is 8. My partner and I had her accidentally when we were in high school. So I should still know everything about math and stuff, right? No, but I'll tell you why. So I had her halfway through my senior year. He was a junior. And what happened is I ended up having to be taken out in December of that year. So this is 2015. No, I'm not doxing my child. Don't say that, please, if you end up doing that. It's part of the story, I promise. I'm not gonna be disrespectful towards her. She deserves all the love in the world, just like Doki does. Everyone deserves love. Don't dox people. Don't also make defamatory statements about them either. Holy shit, Niji Sanji. Back to the story at hand. It's okay, we all have different strength. My strength used to be in my hands, but then I blew them up. I'm kidding. Anyways, what ended up happening was I was hanging out with my partner and some of our friends in like some separate friend groups that we had at the time. And I ended up doing something stupid. I ended up kicking high in the air while I was 8 months pregnant, by the way, and blew out one of my legs. I completely dislocated my left leg from my hip bone. And I was so panicked and paranoid about ambulances and stuff because yes, I had insurance, but insurance over here does not cover an ambulance ride. So it would still be, what was at the time, $4,000. $4,000. That is fucking insane. Now, I checked it, it's $5,000. It's nuts. New York is a fucking shithole. This is also like central upstate. New York is a fucking shithole. I hate it. It sucks. Anyways, I limped home. So home from, we were kind of hanging out like in the woods near our high school. My house from our high school is about 1.5 miles away. 4K Jesus. I don't like America and its shit. I've heard that other places it's like, oh, it's either really cheap or it's free. Like, why in the fuck would you pay for an amber lamps? But like, yeah, no, I was about to say the UK. I'm not from there. I've never been out of the country, I promise. Unknown. That is unknown. It says unknown. Why does it say unknown? I'm sorry if I peeked. That's my phone, by the way. I have to post this on Twitter. Hold on. What in the fuck? Shit, I need to crop it. Nah, actually, no, I can probably just keep it like that. What's this? Get the fuck out of Streamlabs. I actually fixed it. I'm actually really happy about that. No, not TikTok, damn it, Twitter. That is crazy. I've never had an unknown phone call on this phone. More people seeing the Chibi-Doki thing. Yeah, not Chibi-Doki, fuck. This is what happens when you have two people that are the same name. This sucks. Alright. I'm gonna switch over for a sec. This is literally what I just got on my phone. Freddy Freaker is my ringtone. This is what I just got on my phone. Whom's the fuck is this? I'm not answering this. The last one during, like, later in the stream, or, sorry, earlier in the stream, I'm fucking stupid, was from, of all places, the Netherlands. I don't know anyone in the Netherlands. What is this? Like, I also haven't put my phone number in anything recently. Yeah, no, I haven't put my phone number in anything. So what the fuck is this? I'm also not used to getting phone calls. Get out of that. Beneath the Mask, by the way. Lovely song. Back to Chatterbait. No, it refreshed! Oh no! Oh no! Oh well, I guess it happens. Like, maybe like if like you're... fuck it, I don't care. Like, the thing is, on the PC view, I don't have the chat because, like, I may be doing stuff, and then, like, I would just want to look at, like, somewhere else for it, so I have my tablet next to me. And it's, like, I would just rather look there instead, because it's like, oh, it's also distracting or whatever. Eh, you can just look at the chat down below. You don't really need to look at the chat on the screen when we're doing stuff. Like, I know a lot of streamers that do that. A very popular one, I presume. A bunch of the shit says that he's popular, allegedly. Hold on, I have to pause some on my nose. I don't want to be rude. Thank God I did that. That peaked the mic. Fuck, sorry. Tomato Gaming. This is one that my husband actually watches, Tomato Gaming. He has his chat in an actual, like, pop-out box. And it's usually tilted because he's a funny man. And he likes fucking with his chat. And he has that literally just for his intro. And then any other time, there's no chat on the screen. It's literally just the game. It is probably one of the better practices I think I've seen, because it also causes less clutter. Like, I like when there's not really that much clutter in a stream, to be honest. Like, for example, just going into this and being like, oh, okay, just the person on the side and whatever, and then, like, there's nothing else on the screen. I like that. I like very minimalist stuff. Where was I? Oh yeah, the child story. I'm gonna have to cut that together if I ever do segments in streams, which I probably won't, because I'm a lazy bitch. Anyways. I end up getting... Like, I end up running into a woman, because this was also, like, about a month after I decided... This is a big part of this, by the way. This is one of the main reasons why I limped home in the first place. I, at some point, was asked by my mother, hey, I'll use my real name, because I really don't care. Hey, Allison. So, you're gonna be out of school for a bit. Because that's what we thought. We literally thought it was gonna be like, okay, they're just gonna ask us to go in 1 day a week and then bring home your work, which did not fucking happen. I'll get there in a bit. You're gonna need to do stuff on the internet probably for school, right? They're probably gonna give you like a netbook or whatever. At the time it was Chromebooks. And I'm like, I mean, yeah, probably that's what they do for the people who have out of school suspension that they still want to do work. Okay, great. So here's the thing, because at this time I had straight talk. Ugh, ridiculous. But it also wasn't fucking me over, so I didn't care. Straight talk is $45 a month, going up in range with tax. At the time it was 49 something. So $50. So we could get that, and you could keep having your phone. Or, and this was the big one, because this was in 2015, or we could get internet. And we've had internet in the house ever since. The house has been passed down to me. We still have that same fucking internet, just the different provider, because it went from being Time Warner to Spectrum. But regardless, technically the same internet in the house. It's just the bit rates and everything have gone up and stuff, etc. Only $100 for fucking internet. But the thing is, we actually use it. If we weren't using it, I would say I would only want 50. And my mom, lucky her, because they have her on something where they don't, like, she doesn't have to pay for her internet. I wish that was me, but I also don't want to be in my 50s. Not yet. If I looked like I do now in my 50s, I'd be like, damn, I'd fuck me. Would I though? I don't know, I'm kind of miff. But besides that, we ended up getting internet in the house. And that was a little bit beforehand. So, like a week, not even a fucking week later, not even a week, the incident happens. Where I fucked up my leg and I'm limping home. It's literally 1.4 miles. I get to be probably around where the where the 1 marker is, where the 1 mile marker is. Because trust me, I'd walk this way like my entire time going to middle school and high school because the two things are literally right next to each other. So it's either 1.4 or 1.5 miles. Going to the high school was 1.4. So I get to 1 and this woman is like, oh my god, are you okay? Are you in labor? What's going on? I'm like, no, I just hurt my leg. And I was super fucking afraid of people still because I'm a fucking massive introvert and it's even worse now. But at the time I was like, I hate to ask, can I use your phone to call my mom? Or to call someone to come and pick me up from where I am right now? And she goes, of course. She thought I was gonna call a taxi. Nah, I called my mom. My mom got super fucked suspicious when I called from a random phone number. She also forgot that I didn't have my phone on anymore. She's old, let it pass. This is almost 10 years ago? So she was 50. You know, she was 50 when this happened, so I expect a little bit of to happen. Any whomster of. I called her. I'm literally right next to Rite Aid. She comes and picks me up, and she just takes me home. She called the school the next day, told everything what happened, because I was still in school. I was a senior in high school. And they're like, okay, we'll set something up for her. Just have her be on bed rest right now, we understand. And besides to piss and go to doctor's appointments, I was not allowed to step out of that fucking bed. I got pissed. I'm like, I only have a tablet. The fuck am I supposed to do? Because I ended up getting one of those like netbook tablets where it's like you have the tablet and you click it into like this keyboard. And I would do everything off of that. Like, because I had one of those back when I first got into internet stuff, like back in 2010-ish maybe. And it's hard to fucking keep track of all this shit. It was either 2010 or 2011-12. But like my aunt was the first one to really get me into what the internet was. And then my mom was like, oh, okay, let's just get the internet because everyone has it now and everything. And she can't live without it anymore either. Because it's like, here's my phone bill low. It's like, you don't have to pay for extra shit. Fuck off. So we ended up going home. I had the kid in January. And then afterwards, about 2 weeks later, 2 weeks, the school calls and goes, hey, we want her in classes because she's missed too much school and either it's do this or drop out. And my mom is like, why aren't you just telling us to come and get some papers? Because that's literally what you used to do. You would like get papers for a week or whatever, or you would drop out, and then you would come back, and then you would do all your homework and then send it in when it was all done. Nope. They decided to have me come in at the middle school, for fuck's sake, and do work in a random room for 4 hours. And that right there was what fucked me up. And I know that's what fucked me up. Sorry, my voice bricked. If I'm becoming a man. That's what fucked me up, because I got answers to a lot of shit that I should not have been getting answers to. I loved my math teacher to death, but she should not have fucking done that. Because she literally wrote out how to do everything. I was in calculus. I should not have been fucking cheating. But there I was like, look, I don't want to do the work. I just want to go home and be with my kid. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's just like, I don't want to fucking be there. I think it's bullshit that I had to be there. I still think it is, even like after all this time. It's just, they were taking away time that I could have had with my kid. That's 4 hours. 4 hours to a mom is like so much. Especially like in like the first couple months. Oh, hold on, my husband's moving around upstairs. You know, he's just taking a piss, it's fine. But you know, like, I was like kind of thinking about it ever since the incident with the math problems happened the other night. And I'm like, oh, fuck. It wasn't any other shit. It's not that I'm getting old. It's because I cheated almost the entire rest of the way through high school after a certain point. Like, I was flunking classes and shit. For some reason, at the beginning of the year, they put me into a remedial ELA class, which is Advanced English Language Arts. So basically, it's like, that's where you do in that school. That was where you were doing the Romeo and Juliet, like all of the advanced quote-unquote shit. When in other places, I heard it's like, oh yeah, no, we just had to read that mandatory. And the thing is, you were reading it at the same time you were watching a movie of it, and at the same time, during the movie, you had to answer questions on a fucking paper, and I'm like, how in the fuck am I supposed to do this if I'm not there? Serious question. My fucking teacher, I hate that motherfucker just for this shit, because the school and him should have just come to a realization that it's like, hey, just fucking bump her down to a normal ELA class, because she's not smart. I was advancing in a normal English language arts class because I liked reading. I loved reading. Going back, Fahrenheit 451 is my favorite fucking book. I love reading, but after that, I can't get into so many fucking genres because it reminds me of just the fucking sloth. Not sloth. You know, sloth. Just the fucking slug. The sluggishness that I fucking felt when I was reading. It was ass. Absolute fucking bullshit. Like, it should be in a fucking elective class. Like how they have, I believe they have French here that's an elective. And they have Greek? Yeah, if they still had it. At the time they had Greek and shit. So those were elective classes, and if you didn't want them, you'd be immediately put into Spanish. And then for me, I flunked out of Spanish, so I just didn't have that my last year, and I was so fucking happy about that. But besides that, yeah, no. I'm dumb because I cheated the rest of the way through high school. Hey, babe. What are you doing? Oh god. Okay. Did you end up drinking the rest of your, Okay. I like how you're like, I don't even care what the fuck she's gonna say. I'm just gonna say, yeah, no, I drank it all.
Because I did.
Oh yeah, you want to see something really funny I got earlier? Unknown caller. I don't know. And then also earlier I ended up getting a call from the Netherlands for some reason.
Fuck?
I don't know. I haven't put my phone number into anything or anything like that.
The Netherlands.
And the other day, wasn't it from like Arkansas or something? Yeah, I've just been getting really random phone calls as of recent.
It was Georgia.
I still don't get it. I don't answer anything unless it like says it's like from a hospital that I was a part of or something, or mom.
Oh, that's fair. Who knows, maybe we somehow won the lottery.
But I've never lived in Georgia.
Neither have I.
I've never even been to Georgia. I've only been to Tennessee.
Hey, if they want to give me $1 million, I'll do it.
I love you too. Shitting myself?
That's not.
Honey, that says it's a stream.
Oh, bye, random. Bye, random. I'm going back to sleep.
Bye, I love you. That was Fel, by the way. He's my husband. We have been together for, at this point, almost 10 years. It's currently 9.5 years. And we have been common law for, let me see, I'm gonna say this year is gonna mark 3 years. I told a bunch of friends that, and they started being like, oh my god, how? Like, literally fucking how? It doesn't make sense. How can someone like you find somebody? And I'm like, I don't know, it just fucking happened. Like, the way that all happened was I was friends with somebody, and, like, this was when Facebook was really popular. This was, like, 2014. Like, before Discord became, like, really massive, and then everyone started dating and doing stupid shit through that. I ended up becoming friends with a person, and then he was also friends with her. And then I was just like, oh, okay, he's gonna talk to me now, that's cool. I'm currently on a bender doing other shit. Because I was a stupid 16-year-old shithead. 10 years, congrats. It doesn't feel like it's been 10 years either, that's the funny part. We've had a lot of ups and downs, but regardless, we're still here. He is a great fucking father, too. I love him for that shit. He actually disciplines our child. Like, and it's not like, oh, it's disrespect. No, he literally tells her, like, what she's done wrong and everything. It's like, okay, here's how you screwed up. Let's fix it now. A lot of parents just aren't like that anymore. Like, I have some issues parenting because of how I was parented and stuff. I won't get into that entirely here now, but let's just say I'm kind of happy my dad's dead. And it's also been like 11 years since that's happened, so please don't throw flowers at that one. He was a fucking asshole. Like, I don't like my dad. I think my dad was a massive dick. He was hitting on my brother's wife in his last couple of years of being alive. He was a racist piece of shit. He would have probably hated my kid because she's Puerto Rican. It's just, it's fucked up. But besides that, you know, 10 years is crazy. It's weird to think that a person that I met in high school and just wanted to have a fling with is now my partner, and I have now been with him for almost 10 years. I will at some point on a stream go into detail about that, because I recently remembered a lot of shit by talking to my friend Naomi, aka Crackpot Compa, who does a lot of the Project Sakai rips that I work with and everything like that too, because she helps with a couple of the motions here and there. T-pose, you fool. But yeah, like, I remembered a lot of shit. I was fucking insane back then, dude. I was drinking. So this is in the US. I was drinking at 13 years old. I don't advise doing it at all. But that's also not why I'm stupid. I already explained why I'm dumb. Like, I would have parties. I would go to parties and stuff like that at like 14 and 15. I was doing shit I should not have been doing at 16. Hell, it's a wild thing looking back and being like, holy shit, the world that you made for yourself was fucking insane. The stories that you can tell are crazy. And the thing is, a lot of VTubers and PNGtubers are like, I want my life to be secret. No one should know about my life. My life is literally just on stream and that's it. My life is with my friends. I don't have friends. I have my husband, I have my daughter, I have my mother, a couple of like kind of stagnant friends here and there. At this point, I've alienated myself way too much from a lot of people to be considered to be friends. I think the only friends I have right now, and I barely talk to one of them, Leo Marie MMD. These are all literally MMDers, by the way. I think that's the funniest shit. Leo Marie MMD, Sato PK, aka Bear K, and I barely talk to Mijumara #1 anymore, but I still consider him a friend. And that's really it. I don't... Oh yeah, Chibi Erica over on Twitter. Like, because I've known her since, like, I used to be called Jelly Hearts. I went by that name for a long-ass fucking time. And then I rebranded to Bungle Scrungle, and then a bunch of shit happened, and my community got really toxic, and then I deleted everything because I was really fucked up in the head about that. And now I'm rebranding, or not even rebranding, I came back, I started doing the method that Pirate Software, Thor, talked about, where it's like, do a short every day, check off a certain thing, increase your audience, and that has helped out a lot on certain things. I'm still fucking mad about the change video. The fact that that one got fucking... It's like, oh yeah, here's this one. Fuck you. Oh shit, Change has 44 views now. Let's go, and it finally rebounded. That's great. Talking to Demon still only has 28, but... Yeah, 50-50. Like, the only thing I want is for the videos to get over 20 views. That's it. If it stays at 9, I get pissed off. There was a long-ass time, like, days, where that video was stuck at 7 views. And I'm like, why? Why is it stuck? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I gotta burp. Oh, no, that was more of a cough. Fuck. Ugh. Because I'm hungry. I don't want to eat yet, though. Anyways. Like, the video that I'm talking about, let me pull it up real quick. We're not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. Persona 5 ambiance. Yeah, I love that shit. I don't know why the hell I go into YouTube and then go into Studio. I can literally just go to Studio. I'm a fucking dumbass. Can't dox any of the content. Ugh. Let me pull up the PC view. It's this. This right here. This ended up being age-gated to 18+ when it first got uploaded. And because I've never dealt with this before, like, I've never dealt with any of my content being 18+, ever. In my entire, at this point, 4 YouTube careers, because I did also have a streaming channel that we abandoned. My 4, which is now 4, YouTube careers, I have never had a video get age-gated. Ever. So the fact that that happened freaked me out. I was like, what do you mean this is set for 18+? This isn't sexual content. Like, this isn't sexual. Like, is it because she looks like she's not wearing clothes? And if that's the truth, how come a lot of 18+ MMD content that goes up for like 12 hours and then gets taken down because it gets reported? Yeah, that's what I do a lot of times because I think MMD should be for everyone. And honestly, if you're gonna put like R18 kind of content where their literal tits are hanging out and shit, that kind of stuff, I feel like you should just take it over to X videos or Pornhub, dude. Like, YouTube isn't the place. You can literally find that shit in the search bar. If you go to MMD, if you literally look up the words MMD, search, hit most recent, you will probably find porn. It is like porn dancing, as I call it. It is the stupidest fucking shit. I'll do it now, in fact. I'm not gonna do it on the screen. I'm doing it on my tablet. Hold on. That crack. MMD search. Help and feedback. There, bye. Fuck off. Sort by upload date. I'm genuinely surprised. That's Brony showing off her tits. Okay. Let me see. Oh, I see a lot of people are doing, Sakai stuff again. That's great. I mean, that's somewhat sexual. That's just a bunny suit. I know for a fucking fact there's porn in these. What the hell? There it is. Licorice Recoil. One day ago, 1.9k views. What the fuck? Like, I get why they do it because it's easy views, but it's genuinely the most disgusting shit, especially when it's like, oh, it's not supposed to be like a sexualized song that they're doing it to or whatever, but for some reason they decided to use naked models, and usually they're edited, and it's like, because it's like you normally just put whatever on a base and then go from there. Like, I don't fucking like it. Not on this platform. It's way too easy for kids to be able to find this shit. Like, I'm not saying, like, MMD should be for a certain age gate only. No. Because any age can like anything. Hell, a lot of times for, like, my old demographics, and I've looked into this now for my newer ones here as well, 18 to 24. I also have a couple 65-year-olds watching my stuff as well. And this was before any of the streams, so there's that. But the thing is, anyone can watch this kind of stuff. It's not just for a single demographic. Sorry. But when you make it, like, into a pornographic thing, that's when I start having problems. Because you can find kids that watch this shit, and it's fucking terrifying. Like, not for me as a parent, but I know there are parents that just let their kids look up anything. Trust me, that's how Elsagate fucking started in the first place. It's like, hey, we can take advantage of this kind of shit. Now, fuck YouTube Kids. We can easily sneak this shit on there. Like, that's exactly how the fuck that happened. You know, let's fucking burn Peppa Pig in the mouth. Like, that'll be great. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oof. I don't know. Like, I think the only access that our daughter really has to the internet, obviously anything that they do through school. You can't control that. That just happens. Like, I love when people are like, oh, we gotta stop the schools from having our kids go online. It's like, the fuck are they going on best score? Like, dude, calm the fuck down. They're literally going on learning programs, and a lot of times, well, back in the day, it was Microsoft Word, MS Paint, like, PowerPoint, Sheets, or Slides. Google Spreadsheet, there we go. Fuck off. I don't care. Anyways, now it's been replaced with a bunch of Google products and stuff like that. I don't really mind. But, because it's like, also, it's like, oh, well, everything is in one place. So it makes stuff a lot easier. Like, I was always losing shit through, like, Microsoft Word. Like, that was awful. Like, you type up an entire paper, and then one day, it's all gone, and you don't know what the fuck you did, so you're crying. It's like, I've been working on this paper for 10 plus fucking days. We only have one more day in the computer lab. What am I supposed to do? And your teacher just goes, well, you could write it all up on paper, and you're just like, you said it has to be formatted. Not even formatted at the time, because that was, I think, like 6th grade when this issue happened with a kid. It's like, you said it had to be on the computer. My family's poor. We don't have a computer. We have a TV from 1994, and I can't fucking scream that. And like, everyone is trying their hardest not to laugh. We have a TV from 1994! Oh my god. Like, oh my god. So many things from school I just don't remember. But the ones that I do are either really funny or really sad. But you know, like, the fucking Google Docs stuff ends up keeping stuff very neatly together. So I like it a lot more, and I'm happy that they started incorporating that into stuff as I got out of high school. I don't know if they still do, because Daisy has never come— Fuck, I just doxed my daughter. Fuck it, her name is Daisy. She's named after the princess, she's named after the flower, and she's named after my great-grandmother. Happy birthday. Not really, that was last time. Anyways, I'll try to say her name as little as possible. But like, if I ever do another one of these and there's just like a little flower on the screen, just know it's like, oh shit, she's home. She can't talk like certain ways right now. Fuck. Oh well. Yeah, it was nice. Anyways, you know, like, I would always get fucking pissed off because it's like, oh, we want to have fun in computer lab. No, you have to work. If you finish your work for the day, though, you can go on Cool Math Games or, at the time, Club Penguin and all this other kind of stuff. And we were just like, Club Penguin, yay! But I was like, dude, I don't fucking play Club Penguin. I just want to go on Pop Tropica. I was the outlier because everyone else loved Club Penguin. They're like, oh, get in, dude. It's really fun. I'm like, no, it's boring. I want to be a small ass person like this, dude. Fuck penguins. Like, I didn't get it at the time, but going back into it and like seeing a bunch of people's hype for it, I'm like, you know, I was there. I still don't give a fuck. Like, I like that everyone has nostalgia for that kind of shit, but I just don't. Oh, I cracked my finger. Oh, fuck. So what I'm probably gonna do, I'm probably gonna go until the live at the top of my screen says 2 hours. And then maybe we'll start doing this daily, besides the weekends if possible. I don't know. I want to attempt to do a schedule. The stream like started out catastrophically, and now it's going like really smooth. And I don't mean catastrophic as in everything is breaking. Oh my god, what do I do? No, it's just, here's a very tragic current thing that's happening in the scene. Here's a bunch of other stuff. Here's how I feel about a person. Like, just throwing everything out there. Like, people are gonna get to the part where I talked about, like, back in, like, I think it was 2021 or 2022 with the fucking... What the fuck was that game called? Hogwarts Legacy and that one Fox bitch. And they're gonna be like, oh, she's just a fucking idiot. She doesn't know shit. It's like, no, I know just from fucking seeing different shit and everything and, like, the talks that were going on, like, from private people... Silver got fired. There was no fucking skirting around that shit. Silver got fired. There's no way that you burn bridges that heavily not getting fired. Also, sweetie, lose the full ear down when you're sad. I don't even know if she has. I have not seen shit. I've completely blocked anything that has to do with her from my partner's shit. Because he was just randomly watching the shit or getting recommended it, and I was getting pissed off because I'm like, nah, this bitch is a fucking cunt. Like, I'm not dealing with this shit. Also, before anyone says anything, I don't mind the word. I refer to myself as a cunt because I am a lot of times when it comes to certain stuff. But she just is a full-blown fucking cunt. Like, I don't fuck with people like that. Just no. Like, you threw an entire I was about to, yeah, no, technically organization, right? You threw an entire company under the bus to save your fucking ass, to save face, when you yourself look like a fucking asshole. Like, just no. Connor's not my boyfriend. I don't care. Never say that shit about anyone again. If you ever get into fucking controversies again, I want her entire fanbase to just go, deja vu. I've seen this before. Oh yeah, when you threw a person who is sick for the rest of their lives under a fucking bus. No, fuck the bus. An entire fucking semi. And you threw it at her fucking head. She was your friend. She was your fucking friend. And you did that shit to her. You can go fuck yourself. I hope your family has a terrible Christmas. Fuck you. I will never forget about that shit. I wasn't even fucking a part of it. And I will never fucking forget that shit. You wanna know why? Because as a person who just knows people who are sick, not as sick as Mouse, I will never know anyone as sick as Mouse besides Mouse herself. That is a whole layer of just, what the fuck did God do to that bitch? Like, that is just, oh my god. But if Like, honestly, if you're going into a conversation and someone throws in this sick person who has a disease that they are never going to be rid of hasn't talked to me in 6+ months, when you know that is a fucking lie because you've seen things that they've done together, you've heard conversations that they've had, all this other kind of shit, and you know that bitch is lying, just turn on her, fucking leave, do what people are doing with Niji right now, and just fucking unsubscribe, block, mute, whatever, just leave. Because you know that the only reason that Silver threw Mousy under the bus was because Mousy is the most popular member of VShojo right now that isn't in the porn industry. There, I fucking said it. If she did, which I do not want her to, because little baby needs to protect her health at all costs, she would probably be up there with Mel. 100%. But I don't think that'd be a good idea for her to do. I'm not her management, I'm not anything to her, but I genuinely do not think it would ever be a good idea for her to get into prawn. That's just me. I don't know. She is the wholesome VTuber of VShojo. 1000%. Matara Khan is getting up there as well, but she's kind of lewd. I love her most recent model too. Like, dude, her tits look fucking fantastic. Absolutely fucking love it. Like, the production value of so much VShojo stuff is absolutely stellar. I love it so much. And then there's just scuff. It's like, hey, there's nothing moving around, just please listen. It hopefully will eventually. I'm kind of scared to start the VTuber route, because I have to, like, I'm not gonna pay for anything because I'm poor as shit. I have to learn how to do VTubing myself through a massive amount of trial and error that I'm only going to have 41 to 45 days to do, and sometimes I may lose out on days. I'm scared about that. Because if I fuck up, I'm done. I won't be able to go back. It's like, oh hey, you could just put in a new thing. No, I'm genuinely afraid they're gonna start tracking my IP address. It's like, you know, Allison, this is the 4th fucking time you've done it. Just buy the software. And I'll be like, no, no, please. I'm poor. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, support people who deserve support and stop supporting people who don't. That's the main takeaway from a lot of shit that's been going on in like the last couple years. I'm gonna group it into. The Nichi-Sanji shit has now cranked it up to like 25. Or even, no, fuck it, like 1,000. That's just fucked up. That's completely fucked up. Not only did they throw themselves under the bus, and Doki is fucking rising from the ashes like a fucking phoenix, goddamn. You love to see it. They also threw not just 3, but 5 of their English livers under the bus, which I thought was really fucked up. It's like, the voices don't sound authentic and real. Like, everyone knows the uprising of AI and stuff comes and everything like that. To me, but the problem is, like, as a person who has never heard the other 3 people's voices before, as a person who just understands how certain audio stuff works, as a person who's been in the medium for a while, a lot of it sounded kind of miff. Like, it's just, like, a lot of the vocal inflections didn't make any sense. The random laughing at points in a very serious stream, quote-unquote stream. I thought that shit was a fucking recording. Fuck that shit. But, like, just, it fucking hold me down and cover me in piss if it isn't, but I just feel like it's AI generated. I'm sorry to say it. It doesn't feel right. The only problem with that is that stuff is pronounced correctly, but it's very easy to tweak an AI like that. Especially if you have people that know what they're doing. And a lot of people nowadays do. But that's just me. I can speculate and say everything I want. I'm nothing compared to the entirety of the argument that's happened now. At this point, people are like, just let it go. People can't. Nichi-Sanji fucking did all this shit in the afternoon for them. I believe it was 1 or 2 in the afternoon. No, fuck, wait a minute. 2 or 3 probably in the afternoon, right, when this happened for them, when the CEO put out a statement. It was either midnight or 1 a.m., I don't remember. But I can't remember off the top of my head. Sumimasen, I apologize. But what I do remember is just so many people were just like, you are a fucking disgrace of a CEO. You are a disgrace of a company. I'm like, good, keep it like that. Like, don't just straight up say, it's like, I'm gonna bomb your mailbox. Don't say shit like that. I'm gonna commit 9/11 on your face. Like, don't do stupid shit like that. Of all things, please stay somewhat civil. Like, in Japanese my mouth is dry. In Japanese terms, try to stay as civil as possible. But literally, if you were anywhere else, don't do anything illegal, don't do anything stupid, but call out their asses on Twitter. Straight up call their asses out on Twitter. If you're a lawyer, start looking into some stuff and be like, here's where Niji-sanji's kind of meh, and then just make money off of doing that for a little bit. Become the legal eagle of the Niji-sanji lookup. That's it. There's way too much shit to profit off of from their fuck up. And Q was talking about this last night. I have to keep looking up how the fuck to pronounce his name. I am so sorry. Kyo. Sumimasen. Kyo and a person that he had on last night who I don't know all the way yet, so apologies for not calling their name out as well. Although, why the fuck do I have to? I literally have 40-something subs. I'm stupid. Anyways. Wait, do I not have any of my notifications on for this either? Oh, I don't. I'm dumb. I literally just noticed that. Copy. Paste reference. I don't want to do that. Ah, fuck. Background 1, no. Stay. And do that over here. Is that gonna move everything? No. Okay. And then chatting needs to be... Oh no, the notifications need to be like... Here. There we go. I'm so fucking dumb. I didn't realize that that was a thing that had happened. I'm sorry. Like, hey, you wanna know how fucking scuffed it is? I forgot to do stuff. Oops. We're reaching the end again. This was fun. It was nice to actually get stuff out and talk, even if people weren't here for the entire time. I just needed to let shit out or else it was gonna fester. And the problem is I don't have people to talk to about this because I'm not in any VTuber circles. I don't have friends that are VTubers. I don't have friends that keep up with VTubers or anything like this. I had that stream last night. Being in Kyo's stream, in his chat, made me realize how much I miss that shit. It's been years. I haven't been in a proper chat room with people during a stream for almost 4 years. The last time was during the entire situation where, I'm not gonna name his name, but a person ended up, basically this was during COVID. The person was streaming Banjo-Kazooie. Shut up. And it was a very stressful time during COVID. It was around May or June when it happened. And a bunch of stress was just piling up and everything. Like, everyone remembers it if you remember, and if you don't, I don't blame you for not remembering that shit. So, what happens is a bunch of people, like, a thing in his chat at the time was next bit, which is like, he would like either be going on too long or like a thing would get boring. So that's where next bit came from. Well, one of his mods got involved with that and joked about it. And you want to know what the fuck happened? He stopped the stream to rant for 30 minutes. About nothing. He literally ranted out an entire fucking nothing burger for 30 fucking minutes and then said, I'm going to host... It's not tryouts, interviews. I'm gonna host interviews for new mods. And one of those mods, in a couple years after that, ended up harassing Vinny Vinesauce and saying that he was a predator and that he preyed on women that watched his streams. And I told everyone about this. It's like, she's really fucking weird. I'm not gonna say which mod it was, but if you were there, you know. Her anagram is CC. Or is it K? Yes, CK, I believe. Yeah. I, for some reason, thought that that word started with a C. Okay. CK. She got with a dude named 8-Bit Brody. They wrote up this huge... It's not a manifesto. It's a huge, basically a huge call-out post about a bunch of fake shit that was happening. And as a person who was friends with him at that time, there was nothing sexual going down. We were friends just to talk to each other. I was still going by Jelly Hearts at that time as well, so there was nothing fucky going on or anything like that either. Maybe with some other people, sure. But here's the thing. No one involved was minors. Everyone involved, and he said this himself in many different things, he was like, so are you sure that you're of age? And at the time, I was 20. So I'm like, I was in my 20s already. So I'm like, yes, I am. Do you want a picture? I said this really funnily. Do you want a picture of my ID as proof, or do you want my birth certificate? It was a while ago. He probably doesn't even remember anymore. Because after that had came out, he cut everybody off. Everybody that he was talking to as friends in the community, a lot of them, he cut off. And I'm not mad at that at all. I said, I completely understand. It's fucked up what the fuck she and that guy did. Because for a while, he was fucking panicking. He changed his entire life because of that. I think his stream schedule is still the same as, like, how he was. Like, it's very relaxed now, I believe. I don't know. I don't fucking watch him anymore. I don't watch a lot of streamers anymore, like, at all. I watch stream clips, and then maybe once in a while, I'll watch Thor Pirate Software streams. But even then, that's only for, like, a little bit at a time, because I'm not used to stream culture. But then last night, I was so engrossed in Kyo's stream, I was there until 3 a.m. I have not had that feeling in years. I felt like something that died came back to life. It was my enjoyment of being a part of a community no matter what is going on. And I haven't felt that with MMD in a while. Because Precure MMD is kind of 50-50 right now at the moment, especially with a bunch of people on the creative side being like, we're not going to do motions anymore. We're not really seeing a good enough profit from this. And there's not really profit because it's like no one's getting paid. I just went over 2 hours, I don't care. I have to talk about this for the last second. People don't get paid for their stuff. Anything from Precure MMD shit that I've seen, unless it's redistributions of people's shit, I've seen be free. And the people in the Japanese part of the Precure MMDC, which is Miku Miku Dance Community, for those who are not integrated into that. Sorry. They were doing the ending dances for Precure, and we haven't had one for Delicious Party Precure's second ending. We didn't get any for Hiragato/Soaring Sky Precure, and we haven't, at least yet, there have only been 2 episodes of Wonderful Precure. We haven't gotten any endings or even a show that an ending for that is being made for MMD use. There was a VTuber rigging agency. No, I don't think it was. I think... Fuck, what the fuck did I find before? I think it was like an advertisement for an agency that does VTubers but then also does mocapping services and stuff like that. And they were showing off their mocap in a short, and it was both of the EDs. And I'm like, so is there a motion for this anywhere? Like, what's going on? And I searched their entire site that they had stuff, like, allocated through and stuff like that, and I couldn't find anything. And then at that point, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna download all of these softwares. I'm gonna get into Python scripting, all this kind of stuff, so that I can set up the thing to set up a motion capture from a video, because there's a GitHub thing for that. And I tried doing that, and the computer just didn't want to work. So I was like, oh, okay, am I doing something wrong? And I found out what was going on. The program was crashing. The videos that I had weren't working properly, so I tried a very simple one and it was still crashing. And I'm like, okay, this just isn't gonna work. it was a blacked out person on a white background and still was not registering that anything was there. So I'm like, okay, this isn't for me. So I ended up tweeting out something and then deleted the tweet about that because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I can't do motions to save my fucking life. Posing is fine. Model composition is 50-50. I've done a lot of model edits in my day. Let's show off some more shit just for... Yeah, that has a couple minutes as well. We're gonna go back to DA for this one really quick. PC view, thank you. Let's go to gallery, MMD model downloads, Precure. This is a full-on edit. This is a model composition and edit. Comp, full-on model edit and composition. This one was really simple, but at the same time I was having a couple problems with it as well. I have to go back and fix the physics on the skirt. Composition and edit. My friend Clumsy Lamb actually has a better version of these that I have now, but I'm not going to give those out for their wishes. Composition, simple model rip so that people had a model of candy. Comp, rip. Both, thanks to Mijimaro #1. This was one of my first major things that I put out that was like this, because I was having trouble doing stuff at first. This is all the way from 2019. So I've been doing this for a long ass fucking time. And earlier than this as well, because at first, this was the Jelly Hearts MMD page. I had Jelly Hearts Official, and I ended up moving over to Jelly Hearts MMD so that I didn't cloud my other work. But at the time, I was like, that's fine, because people aren't going to care that much about it anyways. No, people cared a lot, and I ended up posting a lot less on the Jelly Hearts Official page. Ended up giving that one core, ended up calling it Jelly Hearts Archive. I think right now it's called Bungle Scrungle. No, it's called Jelly Hearts Archive. Okay, sorry. So that's now an archive thing. Literally just had like a couple things here and there on it. Anything from there is now that I actually had like enjoyment in has now also been moved over here and put up. But yeah, no, earlier in the 2019. I've also had stuff that I have not enjoyed working on. These at first. These are full composition edits. Full composition edits. Full composition edits. I have to get that hair on that model, but every time I was doing it on my laptop, back when I was doing laptop edits, it would crash. Now I'm not having that problem. So, because I'm on my partner's massive PC. Edit, skirt on floor needs to be fixed. Full edit, unfinished pack. Edit, full edit and composition. This is my favorite thing that I've ever put together. Her name is Mao. She is part of Star Trunkle Precure. She is not a Precure herself, but she transforms back into Uni, who transforms into Cure Cosmo. If you have not watched Star Trunkle Precure, I apologize. This bitch barely fucking shows up. For having a cute ass design like this. She looks like she could be a VTuber. This is literally like standard edition, first edition VTuber, and then you go from here. This is how this looks. However, due to copyrights, I would not be able to ever use this. It's like, you could do something like it. No, because I would want this, because she's so fucking cute. I want to rip her cheeks off. She's so fucking adorable. New skirt, new textures, minor texture modification, new skirt physics implemented. 2021. This model has almost been available for 3 years. I'm doing this a lot. I'm doing this for a long time. Literally before 2019. I would say I got into this majorly in like 2015 or 2014 when I started being a proper doer of this kind of stuff. Where is... There it is. This is my old page. I actually, for a while, for some reason, this is a long ass time ago, January 1st, 2021. I was doing where I was like uploading the stuff because I was stupid. There's Cosmos Adrian. Yeah, I have stuff on here that's just never gonna get put over. Also because like some of it looks really bad, honestly. Yeah, this is literally fan art. This was from when Vinny was doing Final Fantasy stuff. I thought that this looked good. I thought this looked good. I'm such an idiot. But then I also had shit like this. What the fuck is wrong with it? Oh my god. You're a fucking abomination. When is my earliest thing from over here? March 12th of 2019. All the pictures like this have ended up being brought over to Bungle Scrungle archive, which the only reason it's called that is because I mentioned her before. Crackpot Compa ended up taking over this after I deleted my old YouTube channel, which had 1.5k subs. And that was because I got really depressed and shit. My fan base turned really rabid at some point, like they were being very anal about stupid shit. And I was like, oh, I've cultivated a ridiculous audience, I just need to get the fuck out of here. So I did. And thankfully, a lot of those toxic people aren't over here. A lot of the people that are over on my DA now are mainly here for game reps and stuff and model edits, so I don't mind. That's a banger. But instead of being called Bungle Scrungle, it's now called the Bungle Scrungle Archive, and we can't change it back until like June. Because they only allow you to change your name once every 6 months if you're on their core program. If you're not in their core membership, you can't change your name unless you go core. Also, I wanted to show this off. You're sweet. She's a pretty Kurosi. She's so cute. I love her so much. She got chubby cheeks. She's so cute. I love it. What is playing? No! That's not what I wanted. Let's do jazz. I like jazz. Sure, I like jazz. Fuck it. Stop trying to play ads. Seriously. Seriously. Mate dayo. There we go. That's better. I didn't want to be here. No, I forgot how to change scenes. Okay, well, it's been well over 2 hours. I don't want to do the 4-hour thing as of yet. A lot of people who are getting into routine streaming, the advice that they get is to stream for 4 hours a day for at least 3 days a week. So that would probably be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to be streaming, because there may be days where I don't stream. There may be days where I'm like, okay, I'm going to go live in 30 minutes and then just don't. Like, it's very sporadic. I have no idea how the fuck this is going to work. I'll try. It definitely won't be as naggy and shit as today. We'll be doing, like, the main thing I was doing before was MMD model compositions and stuff. I was ripping models. I was working on ripped models and stuff like that as well. So we'll be doing that too. And that will mainly be what I do, besides a couple of just chatting streams every now and then. If I have stuff to talk about or if people want me to talk about stuff, sure. One thing that will not be a thing as of right now are donations. I don't think that a small person like me should be getting donations right now. Reason why is because I forgot what my PayPal is again. I forget this like every couple of months, because once in a while it'll just be like, hey, this thing needs PayPal to send you something. Or you need PayPal logged in to just look at this. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. And I have that through my phone. But the thing is, I don't have it currently on my PC, because the last time I looked at it was through Chrome. And now I'm on Opera, so I have no idea what my login is right now. I'll look that up. Maybe eventually I'll end up getting donations in, and if I do, I'll let people know that actively watch the stream. But as of right now, no donations. I don't want money for just bitching. That's gonna end up setting a very bad precedent. No, I said that right. Precedent. I just don't want to do that. Now, if you will excuse me, I would like to let you all go. Thank you very much for coming out to the streams. Don't forget to try and watch my other content if you want to. I post a short a day. All of it's MMD content, by the way. Like, don't forget, I'm not like a full-time PNG/VTuber yet, I promise. And if I do that, I'm probably gonna have to either move stuff over to another channel Or if this channel ends up getting too big, which I doubt it will, honestly. Really it depends. If people want me to move over to a different channel, I will. But if not, like, maybe just the streams would be fine. And then, like, that section's not enough. Because we're gonna be doing MMD content through the streams anyways. So it's probably just a good idea to keep stuff over here. But, you know, whatever happens, happens, I guess. Basically, we go with the motion of the ocean at that point. So I want to say thank you very much to everyone who came out. Big shoutouts to NL and Traductus. Is that Traductus or Traductus? I apologize. I cannot read properly when it comes to pronunciation of words. But thank you very much for participating in the chat. Thank you to Traductus for actually helping me to make my chat legible. It's never been legible, apparently. I feel so dumb about that. 100%. But now it is, and now it actually fits in the chat box, and I'm probably going to take out... No, fuck it. I'm not taking out the there will be scuff. If anything, I want that to stay there, just because, like what NL said, scuff is personality. And I guess that's kind of what I am right now, is a little bit of scuff and a whole lot of just random bullshit. Thank you very much for coming out. Don't forget to support the people who need your support right now. The big supporting people that we're going to is Doki Bird. She's such a cute little baby. Go and sub to her. Become one of her 500,000 plus 500,000K 500K subscribers. Holy shit. I have never seen a bang that huge. That is insane. I love that she's been able to turn shit around. I hope that things get better for her. I hope that the next time she streams, Niji doesn't just drop a huge fucking nuke again. That would be absolute bullshit. Here's 5 more of our talent saying it again, but now in a different language. Ghostomo! Oh shit, another person! I support you. Thank you very much. Also, I love that the chat actively fits in the box. That's great. Thank you all very much for coming out to the stream. Don't forget to support people who need support. If you want to check out the MMD content, it is in the video section and in the short section of my channel. I put shorts every day at 3 AM to try to trick the algorithm into showing me to a Japanese fan base. And I post videos every couple of days to maybe once or twice a week, depending on how I ended up setting up my schedule when I was Depresso Espresso at 10 PM. So if you want to check that stuff out, go ahead and do that. And I will see you the next time I stream. Hopefully it won't be that long. But I will say this right off the bat. Please don't be expecting a stream every time, like every day. Like, I am genuinely, like, I was kind of just like cock holding myself and being like, yeah, fucking do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. But thank you very much for the support. This was a very nice debut. I enjoyed this a lot. This was a lot better than the last time I tried to debut, because no one showed up. And, yeah. Like, just, thank you very much. You really don't know how much that means to me.